Hello, my mathematicians. So let's play a little bit more of a math game. So this is going to be a game that we can play with some dice. So I have a giant foam dice that I'm going to use, but you can use any kind of die that you have at home. Steal it from a board game. I think you might have had some in your take-home packages from Miss Whistler. So use one die, and you'll need some counters. You can use anything. I have some fish crackers. Those will work. You can use peanuts, you can use Cheerios, you can use paper clips, you can use buttons, you can use blocks, you can use Hot Wheels cars. Really, it's absolutely anything that you have that will work. And you'll need at least 20 of those counters. So 20 of them would be a good start to get you going. And what we're going to do is we're going to build a tower. That's going to be the game that we're playing. So I'm going to take my dice and I'm just going to roll it. And then I'm going to count the number that's on the die. So the object of this game is to get really good at recognizing those patterns so that basically when you roll it and you see a pattern on the dice, you will know exactly what number that is without even having to count the dots. But while you're getting used to it and you're practicing, you can always count the dots that show up on your die. So 1, 2, 3, 4. That's how I know this is the number 4. So those are practice rolls. Now I'm going to get ready. Roll my die, and this is a number 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So what I'm going to do is take 6 of my counters, and I'm going to line them up in a tower. So let's see somewhere you can see them. Maybe right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There are 6 fish crackers lined up in a tower. And for some extra practice writing those numbers out, I'm going to start with 6 because I'm going to keep kind of an equation, and I'm going to go until I get to the number 20. That's going to be my goal with this. So right now I have 6. So 6. I'm going to write that down on my piece of paper, just the number 6. Then I'm going to roll the die again. This time I got a 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. So I'm going to take 5 more counters. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just like that. So now I have my first 6 and then 5 more. So on my piece of paper, I'm going to put a plus sign to add 5 more. So now I have 6 plus 5. Now what could that be? Let's add them up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So that is 11. And if I want to get really smart, maybe I'm going to start grouping my fish. So maybe I like to skip count by 5s, and I want to put them in groups of 5. So I'm going to leave a little space after every group of 5 to help me count. So now I have them in groups of 5. You can see 5 here, 5 here. I feel like because I'm going to try and get to a number of 20, I'm going to start my next row over here. So I can build 2 separate towers to try and get to 20, or I can make a really, really tall tower and just keep going up. It's kind of whatever works best for you. But I know I have a group of 5 here and a group of 5 here, so that's 10 in this row. So when I get 10 in this row, what's 10 plus 10, everyone? 10 plus 10 is 20. So I know when I fill this row up with another however many more to get up to 10, I will have 20 because I'll have 2 rows of 10. Are you with me? Okay, good. So right now we have 6 plus 5 equals 11. Now I'm going to keep going to get to 20. If I want to challenge myself, I can look at that and say, how many more do I need to get to 20? And you can kind of ponder that and see if you can figure it out before you roll your die. Think about that for a sec. I'll let some of you who are feeling really smart, you can try and figure that out. Maybe even pause the video to figure that one out. Okay, now I'm ready to roll my die for the next roll. I got a 1. So now I can write another equation. I have 11, so I can start a new line. I can write 11, and I can add 1 more because I rolled a 1. So 11 plus 1 equals, and I'll add 1 more fish cracker. 11 plus 1, well, I know if I'm counting, 10, 11, 12. So 1 more than 11 is 12. 11 plus 1 is 12. Okay, I'm ready for my next roll. A 6. Ooh. So right now I have 12. And I'm going to add 6 more. So I can write that down first before I add my counters, my fish crackers, or I could add my counters and write it down after. But just so I remember, I'm going to write my 12 plus 6 more. So let's get out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more counters. 1, 2, 3. That fills up my group of 5. 1, 2, 3. So there's my 6 more counters. So I can see that I can count my fish to see how many I have in total. Remember, now we're trying to figure out we have 12 plus 6, right? How many is that? Well, how many fish crackers do I have? I know they're in groups of 5, so I can go 5, 10, 15. So there's 15, 16, 17, 18. So groups of 5, 5, 10, 15, 16, 17, 18. So 12 plus 6 equals 18. There we go, 18. And I'm trying to get to 20, so what do I need? 18, and how many more is 20? Well, 18, 19, 20. 2 more is 20. So let's see what I roll. Oh, can you believe that? How lucky did I get to roll a 2 to have exactly 20? So I'm going to add 2 more. 1, 2. And I'm going to write my equation. I had 18, and I'm going to add 2 more. 18 plus 2 equals, does everybody remember? 18 plus 2. 18, 19, 20. We have exactly 20. Wow, perfect. Just what we were looking for. So you see, you can play that game as many times as you want to. You can write down the numbers that you roll and then do the equation to add up how many you have. Always remembering that you have your counters right there on the table. So you can just keep counting them up to see how many there are, and it gives you practice writing down the equation and practicing your adding and your addition. Sound good? Great. I'd love to see you guys maybe take a video or a picture of some of the equations that you're writing down or the drawings you're making, or a picture of your counters on the table with your die. That would be awesome. And if you're feeling like you want to make it a little more challenging, you can use 2. So get 2 dice, and when you roll the 2, you can start making different equations, and you can start adding your counters and even going to numbers beyond 20 if you feel comfortable. So make sure you get this down first, and if you want to make it a little more difficult for yourself, add in another dice and start counting up to higher numbers. So your equations are going to get bigger and they're going to get harder, and as they get bigger, I think one of the most important things to remember and to try and do is make sure that your counters stay really neat and organized and have them in groups. So grouping them in 5 or grouping them in 10 or grouping them in 2s if you want to count by 2. Something where you can skip counts a little bit faster and a little bit easier, and that will help you stay organized and get the right answers to your bigger equations. Have fun, get lots of practice in, and enjoy yourself while you're doing it. See you later.